Hello and welcome to DDOCaSplat. We're a static group that plays on Khyber. We're going to do something a little fun and do some raids in Thunderpeak after we flag a guest for Temple of Deathwyrm, which we're kind of working on. Welcome back. We hope everyone's doing well, and welcome to July.
Woot!
Congratulations, everyone. You've made it through half of 2020.
My cousin turned 100 today.
Wow, that's impressive.
You did a
Wow.
what now?
Your cousin?
My cousin. Well, it's my grandfather's cousin. He's still my cousin, but yes.
Yeah,
We've,
I
like,
don't.
you know,
Cousin things
generations
gets a little
seven times
weird, right?
removed or something.
Yeah.
We also did lose one of the greats. I think it was yesterday. Everybody can tip their glass to Carl Reiner.
Yep.
Died at 98. Definitely one of the great ones.
I'm clicking on
We
it, but
had better.
it's not allowing me to pull anything up.
What, the quest entrance?
Yeah.
No, it's a little laggy.
That happens sometimes.
So for those of you out there in DDO land who didn't watch Jerry's noontime stream today, it only took him 15 minutes to die on hardcore.
I mean, here's the thing. Even with the extra life,
Father.
it's not like
Well, he
it's
got the
not
extra-
hardcore for level. Like I've seen people call it like hardcore light. It's still hardcore until you get level 8.
Well, and it was so you know he's bragging up in the beginning about I'm gonna do much better this season and blah blah blah. And I told him not to get cocky, and then he was doing one of the Korthos quests and he was literally standing in the blade trap, and the thing hit him once, twice, 3 times, and he just wasn't moving. He was too busy talking and he wasn't paying attention to playing, and
That happens.
The old market quarter was once the bustling
So-
heart of Thunderholme.
yeah, it's
Now
pretty
it
funny.
serves as a city.
Yeah, hardcore, you can't really be that social.
I mean,
Well, and
I
he
kind
had,
of
he had
disagree,
a full party too, so it's not like he was getting killed.
No,
by...
I mean like like on here, if you talk and you get distracted, oops,
Sure.
there's a trap, didn't notice that. You got to pay a little more attention.
Yeah, a little bit. So, still funny, only because it was Jerry.
Oh shoot, I didn't ask. Do you need help with the flagging?
Not really.
Okay.
Just need there not to be a red alert when I fight the boss.
Yeah.
A
Right?
commanding
Yeah, I
figure
just
in
realized you were
Thunderholme
doing that when I saw the red alert.
contests.
What were you saying about football, Melissa?
Oh, I was just making a joke. I said, let's
Oh.
talk about football versus soccer.
Oh. Well, I did see today, and as a topic that's been talked about on this show, it's going to cost the NBA $150 million to do what they're calling the bubble league now.
Okay, but what does that mean?
That just means that it's going to cost them $150 million to section off whatever portion of Orlando they're doing this in, and make it what they're calling it the bubble.
Yeah, but
For the duration of the rest of the season.
so I'll say again, what does that mean? Or is that $150 million
I don't know.
more than they would normally spend to have a season? Like,
Probably. I mean, it's probably an additional expense. I didn't dive into the article. I just saw it flash across my phone. So,
I mean, that's kind of
I
the
don't
like
have
that
much sympathy
statement
for
doesn't really say a
professional
whole lot.
sport. I don't have much sympathy for professional sports. They make a whole lot of money.
yep.
Like,
Same.
does it also mean that they're expecting to lose $150 million? Like they're
Don't
going to
know.
be in the red $150 million on the year by doing the like. That's what I'm saying. Like this
Yeah, I don't know.
information is not super
Yep.
informative.
Yeah, I just saw it come across my RSS read, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's the first, because nobody else is, no other sport has kind of come forward and said, well, because of the pandemic, this is going to cost us X amount of dollars. I mean, I think basketball's been the first one to come out and say, hey, this is what it's going to cost us to finish the season because of all this. So
Hey, boss, did you put this raid up, or are we just doing it as 6-man?
I did not put this right up. I was trying to do the flagging, and I got distracted by what we were talking about before the show and stuff. So
Oh, okay.
Good thing we're not playing hardcore. You'd be dead.
That's what
Not
I
dead
was
yet.
saying. That's what I was saying. I mean, you just can't be at that social level in hardcore.
I don't know. We played a couple of nights when we were running that first one. We were chatting and running at the same time. We're doing fine.
I don't know. I can throw up an LFM, or we can just do like a normal run.
Try it with just us 6. And normal, hell, let's try hard.
We can try hard.
I don't know that I've ever done this.
I've never done this one. I've watched guys do it on Twitch. That's
Oh,
about
that's
it.
surprising.
Now people get to watch you do it on Twitch.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, back in before we started playing Kasplat with you guys, I mean, I didn't do a whole lot of raids, so. But that didn't stop me from watching guys do them on, like on Voodoo's channel or
Sure.
stuff like that.
This is a good one to do. Nice and quick. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier when they took out the broken targeting boom things.
Well, so I need to go get another bubbler. I'll explain that in a minute because my headset's gonna freak out here.
Hard.
So I
Okay.
heard a prediction today that the NFL wasn't gonna do a season. Thoughts on that?
I think it very likely that they will do a season. I think. I think it's very likely that they'll do a season. I'm not sure what that season's going to look like necessarily. So
they
there's
just opened up. Sorry, they just opened up the Packers Hall of Fame and the gift shop. I think within the last week.
sure.
Right. That's all been closed. So
Yeah, I want to go risk my life to see the Packers Museum.
I do not think that they're gonna have fans. At least, like, they might have some small sections or small numbers of fans. I could see something like that. But we're not gonna see full packed crowds. I think we have proven ourselves to be completely unable to behave in a society that can support such activity. At least right now. But I think, like, here's the reason why I say that there will be an NFL season is because baseball is going to have a season, and they have a much more contentious relationship between management and the players right now than I think the football does. And I think people, like the football players, all the sports players, recognize that if they don't play, then they don't get paid, right? And that's gonna be the big driving factor is money. Like, everyone involved wants to get money.
oh, and the TV rights are going to go through the roof too. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. A commercial on football is just going to be so out of this world because everybody's going to be watching it on TV now.
You should do songs we're waiting.
That's
Hello,
the point.
Jax. Welcome to DDOCaSplat.
Hey, Jax.
Hey Pat. Everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
All right, I'm gonna turn you off in game, so I'm not hearing you in both spots.
Oh, let me turn that off. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Forgot I was in.
Okay, so we're doing Fire on Thunderpeaks, and I think I think most of the people here haven't, or at least half the people here haven't done it. So the generic idea of what's going to go on, there's the big little artifact there in the middle that you can see. And then we're going to have 2 red dragons. And if the red dragons are close to each other, then they can't be damaged. So we have to keep them apart to do damage to them. And throughout the raid, you have to get both dragons at the same time down in hit points. So you have to... there'll be roadblocks, like they'll become impervious to damage when they're set for the next point. You have to get the other dragon to that point and to continue. And there'll be basically several iterations of that. There'll be 3 iterations at the start, and then both the dragons will go away, and we'll have some rocks that we have to deal with. And then the dragons will come back, we'll do it again, and then the artifact, they'll start using the artifact to buff themselves. And when that happens, you want to stay away from the dragon, because they'll do about 400% extra damage, which will pretty much flatten everybody here. So, kind of stay away from that. And then we destroy... The whole goal here is to destroy the artifact. Once that happens, we can kill the dragons. And through that whole time, we'll have trash to deal with. So, there you go. There's the short version.
Does voice check any better, Pat?
Yeah, I turned you off in
Oh,
game,
echo?
so...
Oh, okay. You
Better
just
for
shut me
me.
off. Yeah. Just
Okay.
disabled hands-free, so...
So that's the general gist of what's going to happen. So we need to kind of keep the trash under control. Arcot, you want to play with Fatty?
Sure.
Bringing up the politically incorrectness of our names. So I'll take Skinny.
Is Fatty onto the west, right? To our left?
It's the male, the bigger one.
Yeah, I know
it'll be the
that.
one. It'll be the one on the left. Yeah.
Got it.
I think he's Never something, and the Raxid something is the female, the skinny one. And then, so you'll take the big one. I'll take the skinny one, and everyone else split your time between killing trash and the dragons, and we'll see how it goes. If we get to a yellow alert, focus on the trash. If you're not playing with the dragon.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, clear as mud.
The stone meridian sits in the
Actually,
middle
after a
of the
certain
open
point, you
space.
don't bother with the dragons.
That's correct.
Nowhere in sight.
That'll be a little bit.
Well, that's pretty ominous. The raid is now locked.
I
How
was
come
gonna
nobody,
say.
no other raid
Yeah.
tell us that?
I know, right? It is kind of weird.
Strong and
Actually-
I tried to.
So
I
that
tried to
dragon's
Reaper-
yours,
I
Arcot.
tried to Reaper 10 Tempest Spine today.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, how'd that
How'd
go?
that go?
Look, my best beloved.
Almost had him
This
all the
dragon
way
says,
down.
"Uninvited
Oh, no.
visitors
Failed.
snooping about our
Oh,
lives."
sad.
Ogla
We
Lover
lost
says
aggro,
right.
so we got all of his hit
He
points back.
continues.
That's
I
really
hate
disheartening.
And now we are
Yeah.
a trap.
I
And
thought
there
we were
sure
gonna do
is.
it, but
A second dragon
yeah.
cries. It brought us their flesh to eat and their treasures to
Whoa.
hoard.
All right, where's my
What a
intimidate?
useful
There it is.
artifact it is. I said stay
Hey,
near
leave me
me.
All right.
Stay
So
by
they're
my
far enough
side,
apart.
my heart.
Go ahead and work on Fatty first.
Strongest when we are near one another.
No, dragon. Oh, looks like he's ready already. So when they turn like fire like that, come do the other dragon.
The conjured shield fades away, though the ward that protects the dragons
Wow,
when they are
that's-
close remains.
Yeah.
A little easier than I
We're
was.
only doing hard, so I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Changes her tactics.
All right,
You're
now we
used
just
to
work on.
Reaper something.
Yeah, now we just work on Fatty until Skinny comes back. When this raid came out, Skinny would actually shoot a bunch of fireballs at us. What's her name? Yeah, Fraxata. There we go. Oh, come back to me. So when we get the next mark, we're gonna get the big elemental brutes. Come on, come here.
Trash is up.
Maybe we should have done this on Elite.
yeah, kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh well, we're just
All out.
we're just messing around having fun. No, it's fine. There's still a ways to go here, so
Oh come on! You know we're gonna crush this.
I have seen many a raid turn on a dime. So, anyone want the odds of Arcot getting smacked when his dragon has the buff here?
Ooh,
All right.
immune.
In your dreams.
Might happen. All right, so the next phase, to advance to the next phase, we got to destroy the purple guys there. Purple rocks.
All the trash that's right around them, so.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Too far.
Thanks, whoever's healing me.
You get one a raid.
Oh, that's not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Roars in frustration.
I was trying to take out the trash, and I got too much
Never
aggro.
mind,
Yeah,
Argleros's
it's,
orders.
it's a good idea. Take out the
Meridian's
trash.
power returns to
Yep,
the
that's what I've
line.
been working
All right,
on.
let's see how hard he hits Achilles here.
Be fine.
I think it's safe to say that our characters are a lot stronger than they used to be.
Yeah.
Ericssona howls to her mate. We are losing ground.
All right,
to these
so we don't have to work on the dragons anymore. Just wait for
Dragon's attack in a
the
vicious
artifact to
frenzy.
become
Pulsing
hittable,
power from the artifact.
and then smack the artifact and kill trash.
Invulnerable. Shuddering from the assault, the artifact appears to reset.
Uh-oh.
Its shield returns, and it is invincible once more.
So you can damage the dragons at this point, but they go down to the same hit points after the artifact is destroyed anyways, so it's not really worth it.
Okay, where's the artifact?
It's that
It's
big
in the
glowy
center.
thing in the middle.
Oh, because I can't target it.
Nope, it has a
Not
shield on it.
now.
The shield goes down intermittently at this phase, because
Oh,
both
okay.
of the dragons are using the artifact, and when they do that to get their buff, that's what does it. It should come down soon. Looks like my dragon doesn't have the buff anymore. Yep, there it was.
The artifact appears to
Let's see,
Oh, went back
400%
Its
plus
shield
400%
returns, and it
damage.
is invincible once more.
Nice.
Oh, you took the dragon from me. Come back.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes what we'll do on like harder difficulties, we'll actually put the dragon on the same person, just to kind of minimize, because you don't have to work on them. So it doesn't matter if they're protecting each other at this phase. The downside of that is inevitably people are kind of lousy at splitting them up afterwards.
Keep them split.
Yeah.
I think they made a song about that.
Yeah.
Gotta keep them separated.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
dear.
Hey, I didn't say I was a bard.
Well, you didn't have to say, it was painfully obvious.
Nice.
Oh, well
Artifact.
played, sir.
Shuddering from the assault, the artifact appears to reset. Its shield returns, and it is invincible once more.
that one hit for about 600 damage.
Just a flesh wound.
Alright, I'm gonna take a moment to drink my bubbler.
Your
It almost
bubbler?
died.
Is
Yes.
that new? Is
That was
that
a bubbler.
Yes, I think it is. Okay, so there's a huge story behind this. We actually talked about it on bonus D&D night. So in the state of Wisconsin, I don't know who started it. I don't know where it started, but a water fountain that you have like in a school or like a school, like you have a water fountain that you drink water out of. In Wisconsin, that is called a bubbler. Go ahead,
Calling
say it.
soda, you call soda pop.
No. So
Yes?
somebody in Wisconsin came up with a
Once
drink
more,
called the
dragons
bubbler.
draw heavily on the
It's
artifact,
like
which
caffeinated
shifts
water.
time. Shuddering
Only
from
in
the
Milwaukee
assault,
do
the
they
artifact appears to
call it
reset.
soda. I don't know why.
Its shield
In the
returns,
Milwaukee
and
area,
it is
but the
invincible
rest
once
of
more.
like Wisconsin and Michigan, and I think Minnesota too, all call it pop.
Yeah.
If you
Well, and
get-
there's a lot of little whoa. There's a lot of little soda companies in Wisconsin that where the soda is literally called pop. There's quite a bit of that. Hey, the dragon's right there.
Yep.
Run.
You might find it easier to get heals and group stuff together if you're kind of more towards the artifact.
It definitely would be if you want to be close to the artifact, so that exactly, so you can get healed up. But of course, watch out for the dragons. They might, come to you, but but it's usually the most safest place, especially towards the end.
Oh yeah, definitely be there at the end.
So anyway, I found out from a gal at work that they had this drink now called
Once more, the
bubbler.
Excuse
dragons
me,
draw
coming
heavily
through.
on the artifact. Its magic
Bored now.
stretched to the utmost and battered by your blows. The stone meridian shudders and explodes. With the
And I
meridian
can't
gone,
have anything
the
that's like
dragon's
super
magical
caffeinated. This is like
protection
lightly
fades.
caffeinated.
They
So
fall back on other
Yeah,
weapons.
now we just kill the dragons and we're done.
Flight and savage strength.
do you still have to knock them both down to the same level?
One dragon
No,
has
you
fallen.
just kill one before the other.
One
It's fine.
remains.
You don't have to kill them together or anything.
Like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Trash.
Man.
I'd like to point out that Otzi did not die.
Stop it! Now you just cursed me. Now I'm gonna.
That's because he didn't get near the artifact where he probably should have been.
No, I've been working on trash the whole time.
Arcot and I were trying to get you guys to go to the center to get blown up by the artifact when it blew up.
Oh.
Did kind of a lousy job of it though.
You collect our riches.
Mhm.
Well, I noticed that when nobody was standing there, that probably wasn't a good idea.
Nice.
Oh, Ruby Eye of the Tempest. What does this do?
Probably a piece of raid loot, is it?
No, it's it's a
An
augment.
augment. Oh,
just
oh my
a-
god,
it's-
Ruby Eye of Force too. Wow.
As far as I know, they're not like unique to here, but I don't know whether-
I've never pulled one before, so.
Oh, the ward token drop.
Yeah, can anybody use this ward token?
I think could probably use it. Probably keep them alive a little better.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's like a couple extra 100 hit points on in-cap, isn't it?
Thanks for the money.
I'm plat capped.
It's 40 extra hit points,
Is it 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
which is still.
Okay,
It's
so
40 hit points.
Give it to Otzi. Yeah.
okay.
You know, I can take it.
I can take it. Oh,
Wow.
it's gonna be
Can you,
hard,
though?
but he
See,
can
that's
take
the
it.
problem. You can't take
Well, you probably have time to do Thunderworm, yeah.
That one's a little more difficult, though, right?
Well, it's more complex.
Generically,
Yeah,
yes.
'cause if you know what you're doing, I suppose it's not. But... Oops, did not recall me back.
Cat's PC rebooted. He'll on its own, so he'll be back when he can.
Ahead
Okay.
moves
There
the
was
Argyle
Windows
Rossa, the
updates
conqueror of
pushed out today,
Thunderholme,
so if
takes
you,
her lair.
it's and for see now I would expect Mr. Arcot to know better than that because the default setting on Windows updates is 8 p.m. And if you're not paying attention, very easy to get have your PC rebooted shortly after that.
I think he's had that issue before, though.
Yeah, I don't think this is a Windows thing.
Oh, okay.
I think it's something wrong with this computer.
I was gonna say maybe it was a dog pushing the button thing. I've heard that happens.
No, that was
Well-
Fen and his cat rebooting his computer all the time.
So this time, talk to the guide and go to the other, not the Forge and not the Summit.
Argylos's lair.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Argula Rasa, I think is the way they pronounce it. Something to that effect.
Eggy. Go to Eggy's lair. Oh, here comes the troops. Turn around, guys.
Blow them up.
Trying.
There you go. With all the firepower. Oh, should we do this one on hard 2 or elite? This one's longer.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Let's just do hard. We're just having fun.
Yeah, I'm thinking hard. I'm gonna be AFK for a few minutes.
Okay.
Start without me. I know the way.
This is music that you kind of get into for a little while, and then you spend 4 hours in here, and you're over it.
So, Patrick,
Yes, sir.
I did finish The Magicians.
Neek.
Did you read the books too, or just watch? the
No,
show?
and I actually I went back after I finished season 5. I went back and I read about the books on their wiki pages, and I actually might because it sounds like they embellished quite a bit for the TV show. Now, the one thing I did read was that
The temple gate is sealed and
people
locked.
who were super fans of the books at first they didn't like the show, but then they liked the show because the story was good, which I agree.
Can we get a death word? Even though she'll probably suck it off us.
Well, I've read the books and seen the show, and yes, it does digress a bit from the books.
but it's still good. I still think it's
but
a good
still good.
story.
Yep.
It's still a good
yeah.
story, and that's my criteria for something like that is whether if it's a good story, then I'm on board with it. I mean,
I like them. I like them both. I have to say, in the third book, though, I did get a little bored with the world building, and so I did kind of read through some pages pretty quickly. But other than that, I enjoyed them.
So what's going on here is we have to do a bunch of puzzles. This is why a lot of people don't like these raids. Get to do these puzzles every time. Arglarasa is up there shooting at us. If you kind of tuck in to the wall, she doesn't shoot you very consistently.
as much.
Yeah, there'll be trash spawning. Generally speaking, you want to try to keep anyone doing the puzzles free to do that.
Why? Hi, guys.
Oh,
I don't expect her breath to do a whole lot though, so.
ooh, good implosion. Ow.
Uh-huh. Do you ever find though, Jax, when you do implosion and everything dies and you still have like 2 seconds left that you're like, where's something else? I need to run by something else.
Yep. That's what the wings are for.
So watch your butts. Laser.
Shrimp time alert! Shrimp time alert!
Alright, there's a portal on the northeast wall. Over yonder.
Whoa.
Yeah. Go through that.
Yep. Well, it's where I'm at, but yes. Basically, you have to climb her temple, and this is how you do it. The puzzles get a little more difficult as you go through it.
Ooh, Shadowfell, icky.
Yeah. Purple overlay.
Yeah.
So anyway, the next show I'm on, because that's what I do on my lunch hour. I watch Netflix on my phone.
Ew.
And I have a iPhone Max, so it's not as bad as you think. Is the I can't think of the name of it. It's got Rosaria Dawson in it, where her and her husband fight supernatural.
October Faction.
That's it.
Yeah, I like that show too.
Yep.
I saw that there's
I don't think
Couple-
that's Rosario Dawson though.
a couple new
Oh,
episodes
am I
of
getting the name wrong?
Coronavirus Explained I want to watch.
Who's that actress then? I thought that's what her name was. Anyway, it looks good so far. I'm halfway through the first episode.
Tamara Taylor.
Is that it?
Mhm.
She was in Clerks 2. And she was also in Bones. She was in that series. That's about all I've been watching. It took me a week and a half to polish off The Magicians.
I'm still working on Mythbusters.
Oh. See, I watched a lot of those when they came out, so I have no interest in going back.
sad. So sad that that's gone.
I saw something that said that they brought it back, but with different hosts.
Yeah.
But wasn't he doing? Weren't they doing stuff on YouTube for a while though too?
Maybe they did a season of Mythbusters Juniors, which is like 6 episodes with Adam with kids,
Yeah.
which
Oh, okay.
was okay.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Light's gonna be coming through here. The mirror finishes turning. There we go. I find that I'm enjoying kind of watching them, but I don't think the show is as good as I remember it being. Probably
Well, they
because I
never
was
are.
sure, but I think like when it was coming out, I was a lot younger, and the whole idea of like this would be a really cool job.
Sure.
All right, the portal in the center is the one we're going through.
Center.
Here.
Oh.
All right, who should we let pick which way we're going?
Go this way.
Oh, Shirza, she knows best.
There's 3 options there. You always get 2 of the 3. The other way is it's a series of pick right or left.
Certain
if-
death.
Well, yes, actually, it's a series of right or left choices, and if you choose wrong, you die, or you get locked in a room, and the only way out is to die, or take a detour. This way is just trap heavy.
You're there by yourself.
This is one of those places that it'd be really nice to have the automatic findy, auto searching.
Sure.
There are like 8,000 traps.
Not quite that many, but it's not undermined minefield bad,
Okay.
but it is for like a much smaller time frame.
Hikers.
So going back to that basketball season thing,
Sure.
isn't the NBA supposed to be like over by now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Usually, right end of June is when the finals are
So
on.
they're going to be starting in what, July?
No, this is a continuation of the existing season that they had.
Yeah.
But they're starting up again in like July, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what
So
I need to.
When
I
is
need
this
to
thing going
research
to end, and how is that going to relate to the next season?
So it's only supposed to go like the initial thing I saw was a little more than a month. They were going to crank those games out like you wouldn't believe. So
Oh shit.
It's just an air jet there.
I don't know what that's going to mean for the start of the season because the NBA, training camp season, whatever you want to call it, usually is
You guys can go
starts in
through that door.
September. The one that's going up and down.
Yeah. I'm pulling a lever that opens it.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Oh, down the other end. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a lever over there that they can pull to let us in now. Please.
I don't know if I'm pulling it or Schurz is pulling
Yay.
it. I got lag.
All right, through the portal.
Yep.
Okay.
Another round of mirrors.
Oh boy,
Yeah, a lot of mirrors.
Get to work, Pat.
I'm gonna hide up here.
Working on it.
So, Mr. Arcot, is it your mother or mother-in-law that's a NASCAR fan?
Mother-in-law.
And how's that? Your mom? Okay. So how's that going with the fans and stuff? That's one I haven't heard a whole lot about.
Why she's really happy that it's back. She
Yeah, but what are
doesn't
they
care-
doing? Oh, okay.
She doesn't care about the flag thing.
What's the flag thing?
They banned the Confederate flag from their their racing
that.
sites.
Yeah.
I think, really, my guess is maybe 10% of fans really care about that, but
Probably.
that's kind of my
I don't
guess.
know.
It's always the boisterous 10, though. That's the same with anywhere.
Well,
Sure.
People who are going to die on a hill for something tend to be loud about it.
You got that puzzle done yet?
You can send the light if that's what you're asking me.
No, I just asked if you had the puzzle done yet.
No.
I just wonder what the Duke boys are gonna do.
I don't know who that is.
They're gonna have to repeat.
Light.
I'm a bit sad about that because I watched the Dukes of Hazzard when I grew up,
Oh,
while I was growing up.
Sure.
It was a good show.
It's still an
Where's
amazing
my
car,
light?
even without the flag.
You know how many cars they went through on that show?
A
Oh,
lot.
jeez.
Hundreds.
That flag, though, kind of feel woo. Disintegrate for 1,200 damage.
I think
I
it's
guess it
absolutely
doesn't just kill
okay
you.
to get rid of it.
Yeah, it'd be fine. I'm not opposed to getting rid of it. I was just trying to think of, because I haven't watched the show really.
That's actually one that they haven't been running on the free channels. So with all these free channels like Pluto and Stir and
It's
stuff
a
like that,
portal over here in the southeast.
they're rerunning a lot of the old TV shows.
Uh-huh.
And Dukes of Hazzard is not one that I've seen come up yet.
Well, what I was trying to remember is
You're not looking at the right channel though. CMT, Country Music Television, is probably.
Oh yeah, see, I don't get that one.
I don't remember as
I
well.
was Daisy Duke one year for Halloween.
I was trying to remember if that show is like, is it just the flag, or are there other aspects of that show that we would now consider to be problematic?
I don't
Probably.
remember.
I don't think so. I mean, it's supposed to be a comedy, so there isn't any
Yeah.
real lot of social commentary on it. Like In the Heat of the Night might have,
Yeah, it's not like watching Blazing Saddles or something.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
I have
That was
not
pretty-
seen
that was
that
pretty
movie
bad.
in a while, and
Yeah.
That was pretty bad when it came out.
Oh yeah.
well, there's and again, like I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm trying to remember. The portal's in the center again. Is it the bad, like, how racist are the good guys? Because I thought
Oh
it
yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
They're not racist at all. That's the point. There's some. I mean, there's some. What do you call it? Humor. Oh God.
Dark humor.
No. See,
Colored.
that's not. Oh God. Stereotype. There's
Right, yeah.
stereotype humor,
Sure.
but it isn't. It isn't. Meant to be. It bad.
my recollection of it, and again, I haven't seen this movie in probably 10 years. Wow, that died fast. Was that a lot of that? Like, there's a bunch of that kind of the stereotyping in there, but that it's typically kind of countered by the heroes kind of saying not okay or
Right.
subverting
No,
it or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's classic Mel Brooks though.
Yep.
Right.
So
Did Mel Brooks do that show?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
he
Mel
was-
Brooks movie.
Yeah.
it's a Mel Brooks movie. Yeah. I mean, he
I'm
did it.
sorry. I
With,
thought we were talking about Dukes of Hazzard.
no, we're
No,
talking about
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
We moved on.
In fact,
I don't know who
since
directed
we-
the Dukes of Hazzard movie, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah, and since we did already pay tribute to Carl Reiner, I think he had a hand in that too. I know Harvey Korman did. I'd have to go back and.
Speaking of Harvey Korman, perhaps one of the funniest shows ever on television was the Carol Burnett show.
And I've been
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
I was watching
Oh,
that
It
on.
was great.
God,
You can,
it's funny.
you,
It's
you can
freaking
watch it on.
hysterical.
You can watch that on the Stir channel, which is one of the
Incoming.
free ones that I get on my Roku. Yeah, I sat down one night and I was watching a bunch of them, and it's so. I mean, some of the funniest parts is when they just break out laughing because they can't.
Oh, they're
hold it
trying
in
to break
anymore.
each other up, and Tim,
Yeah,
it's amazing. Vicki Lawrence and Tim Conway, and I mean, they're just. It's just amazing. I mean, Tim Conway's the funny guy, and
Tim, yeah.
Corman's the straight man. But
Yeah.
they just do an awesome job of
And they're
The
all,
dentist skit is
screwing
one
with
of
each
the
other.
funniest ones.
they're all gone now, right? I think is
Carol
Vicki
Burnett
Lawrence
is still here,
is she?
and so is Vicki Lawrence.
That's still
yeah.
alive. Vicki Lawrence is still alive.
Okay.
I think Tim Conway's still alive, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, not sure about that one. Okay. Well, I mean, Carol Burnett. I know she was it her or Mary Tyler Moore that has diabetes really bad. I think it's
Mary
Carol Burnett.
Tyler Moore, but Mary
Was it Mary
Tyler Moore passed away.
Yeah, she passed away. Right. For a while, I was watching old Johnny Carson's too.
I think the
Miss Johnny
the
Carson.
oldest TV show that I ever really got into was MASH.
Still the best.
That's still a classic.
It's a great
Yeah.
show. Want to talk about a great example of what we were talking about before the show?
Yep. Yeah, but some of those old Carsons, like I don't know, Patrick, you probably don't remember Buddy Hackett.
Oh, God.
Oh, sure, Buddy Hackett, absolutely.
Oh,
So
my-
funny.
Oh my God! You watch some of his old bits that he just did on the Tonight Show, and you know, they're just hysterical, even
Yeah.
today.
So should we do gravity or combat?
No, Shears are already winning here.
I don't know.
Always want to go right, guys. Always.
This ought to be entertaining.
Why? What's to the right here? What's this one?
This is the combat one. So there'll be some glowing guys up top. You have to kill the glowing guy. You'll become glowing yourself, and you have to drop down here and run into the shield around the phylactery in order to bring the shield down.
Ah,
Maybe I'll stay down here and use my hunt's end on the phylactery.
That'd
You need
probably
help?
work. Nah, she'll be fine down there.
Okay.
Now we just need some sort of burst damage.
There's two kind of general theories about how to do it. One is to use really high burst shots, which is a lot more common now because it's a lot easier to do. But the other theory was to get dot stacking on it because they do still work even after the shield comes up. You just can't target it. Did I get it? I didn't get it. Arcot got it.
By the way, you have to jump down or you die.
He might live. Yeah. All right, jump down, Jax. You don't want to take your feather fall off.
yeah. A couple of those.
Energy from the magical barrier has returned.
You see, it's halfway now.
Yeah. Doesn't take too much to get it down. Not these days.
Ruin
anyways.
is Greater Ruin is really good.
Yeah.
I don't have that yet.
Yeah, neither do I.
Oh, what you're doing
Maybe.
works really well too. So.
I got baby ruin.
Does anyone know if MASH is available for streaming?
I have not seen it.
I don't
I
know.
haven't either.
That's one that
Arcot.
CBS is probably holding on to big time.
I would.
I mean, look at what.
Well, they want to
did
start
with,
their own. No, wait, that's NBC's Peacock, right?
It's NBC. Yeah, Peacock.
Well, CBS has
They're
all
all doing
has
it.
all access.
Yeah, but so the big thing now though is people are migrating to this HBO Max. They're sending shows over there. So like, Big Bang Theory is now once all their syndication
Yeah.
contracts are up, then that's going to be only in that format.
Well, yeah, it's because those companies, those platforms are going to try to get whatever they can to be on their platform to encourage you to
Wait,
be on their platform.
Did you just say Big Bang Theory is going to be on HBO Max? That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't it be on the CBS platform?
See, and it's a money
Because
thing.
I don't think CBS
it's going to be
owns-
around much longer.
No,
Same
CBS doesn't own it. They
Really?
sell.
that might. Yeah,
They
that might be
sell
true.
the broadcasting. I believe they sell the broadcasting to CBS. Like CBS purchased the show for broadcasting. That doesn't mean that they own the streaming rights, right? Like it depends on who produced it.
Ooh, negative level.
Energy from
The other thing that I read
has
this
returned.
week was there's all these shows that were supposed to be on
Well, I didn't get you very much.
the DC streaming service, and now they're moving to HBO Max. So that is some of
The-
these companies that started their own streaming service.
Wait, you said
the-
DC? The DC stuff's going to HBO Max?
That's the rumor right now, and the thing is that some of these companies, they started their own streaming services like DC did, but
They're
they
gonna
can't
lose.
compete.
Yeah.
They can't compete because they can't put out enough good content to make it viable. So here comes HBO Max, and they got deep pockets, and they're going to offer.
All right, everyone can jump down. It's done.
Okay.
Yeah, I
At
mean
the
that's
neg level.
Barrier has returned.
Let's see.
Who was that? What?
Who had the neg level?
Me.
It was me.
Otzi.
Odds. Okay.
Speaker. Thank you.
A dwarven paladin lies here. His bones and his
Don't know
last
if I need the
cast
shrine.
spell caught in a strange, peaceful
there a shrine
aura
here?
of
Yeah,
stasis.
there is.
Yeah, right here.
Hey, look, it says now the raid is now locked. It says it in this one too. Just a lot later.
Bro.
That must be a.
I mean, here's the thing that's going to be tricky, right? Is especially for the smaller channels that have a smaller amount of content. what's going to make them more money? Having their own platform, which you then have to maintain.
Yep.
And when I say maintain, there's a whole lot else that goes into that too, right? Because people are paying you with a credit card, you have to protect that credit card information too, right? It's not just maintaining your. So there's all the stuff that the infrastructure to do that is a big part of that, and is the cost of that versus just selling your content to platform. Is that which way is better to go, right? And especially right now, I would say that in general, selling your content is probably going to be a better way to go because of the streaming wars phenomenon that's kind of going on. They're going to shell out it like, they did for Big Bang. Like, if you've got a winner, someone's going to shell out a ton of money for that.
Yep, I don't disagree. I also heard that the price of YouTube TV is going to go up.
Yeah, I just got YouTube TV like a month ago, too. Not even a month ago. And the price is going... Yeah, I think it's going up by like $15 a month.
Oof.
Ooh.
Which...
Wow.
Well, I mean, I'm still going to be paying way less than I was paying.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I'm not upset about it.
Basic cable is still outrageous no matter what.
All right, so let's talk about this fight, because this is where coordinating stuff comes into play. Arcot will grab the dragon. And there's gonna be a bunch of trash that's gonna spawn. Scherza, do you know how to drop the boneheads?
No.
Was that a no?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do. Fantastic. Why don't you do that? Because I only know it in theory and not in practice.
My only trouble is I don't have much intimidate, so let me hit.
Yeah. So
they're called cool jars. Let me hit them. Don't hit them.
The red name skeletons let Scherza get aggro. She's gonna do this little trick to. They respawn and they're really annoying, so we like to just drop them off. There will also be red name cultists. Those need to die. They actually buff the dragon. Probably won't be a big problem here, but we want to kill them. Other than that, we're going to beat up on Arglarasa until she summons shadows. Once that happens, we'll stop DPSing Arglarasa. When you kill a shadow, it creates this little bubble that teleports you to the Shadowfell side. So we'll leave Arcot out. Do you want us to leave Jax out with you?
No.
Arca? Okay. So everyone will try to get over through the portal, and that'll take us to the dark side. When you get to that side, go left. Okay? And I think that'll kind of cover everything for now. I need to sing for myself. All right, clear as mud.
That's got to be the episode title for tonight.
Clear as mud. I was gonna do Raids of Thunderholme, but
No, clear as mud. I like it.
by the way, her breath dispels Deathwyrm.
Cool.
It's a little annoying.
You will not accomplish what you hope to achieve. You will not overpower me. You will not outwit me.
Blah blah blah.
I have devised a plan for centuries.
I will crush you, Achilles.
Do you think
Oh, while we're waiting, this mound in the center, when we drop her down at the end, she has to die on this mound. So, maybe we're at.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
And we have to pull two levers at the same time.
All right. So
It's very
cultist.
coordinated.
Is that a cultist? No, that's a skeletal guy.
There's a cult of the dragon, Death Lord over here to kill.
That didn't work.
Those are skeletons.
I'm gonna go for more offensive damage. You can kill the not named skeleton.
Okay.
The Klugjar might die. Well, that's the one you don't want. He'll just kill him and he'll respawn.
Please don't attack the cool jars.
Those are the ones we want her to grab.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to be slowed the entire time.
She can get the next one.
If you don't kill them, they don't respawn.
Oh, there's a dragon guy. Hawaka.
And she's gonna take him and drop him off the edge.
That's a skeleton guy. There's a dragon culty guy. So Patrick, thank
Right,
you for
shadows are coming up.
Sorry.
So we don't
Thank you.
don't DPS Arglorosa too much while we're gone.
Okay.
Just because if she gets low enough, she'll actually pull us all over. There's a bubble. Click on the bubble.
Bubble. Oh,
They're little dark bubbles, and we're going left.
left.
I clicked on it, but nothing happened.
It probably went away too fast.
Oh, animated shadow beholder.
Yeah.
Kill?
They're anti-magic shadow. Yeah, kill it. Kill everything that moves. On this side, everything dies. We go one direction, so we don't end up
Oops.
aggroing everything.
Fire heals.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a thing to note.
The Helmed Horror is it's like a random element heals them every time or something
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so here's the shtick.
That's what it was? Okay, got it.
So there's 3 crystals here, and each one has a portal. And on the other side of each portal is the phylactery. You have to kill. There's another set of 3 over there. One of the 6 phylacteries is the one we have to destroy. When you destroy one, everyone gets shot out of the room that they're in and back to the main room. And you have to try again if you were wrong. So there's 2 options. We send people into all the as many rooms as we can and try and coordinate, or we'll do what we normally do and we'll say Otzi in first. Just go in there and nuke the phylactery in this portal right here. Turn around.
I'll go nuke it.
I'll do it.
Well, no,
I'll
don't
nuke
go.
Too late.
Yeah, you both went in.
Yeah.
Because each time it resets. So the goal is to send as few people in. This method is send as few people in as possible. And then when you get back to the dragon, you can see the dragon. Let me know, and then I'll go in, and we just keep doing that until we get lucky.
There we go. Now how do I get out of here?
Can you see the dragon?
Oh, there we go.
Just got ported.
Just got ported.
All right.
Hey, there's the dragon.
Yeah.
There's a dragon.
So now I'm gonna go in, and now you look for shadows to go back to the other side.
Oh, okay.
And we keep doing this until we get lucky. Each time
Get
it's a 1 in 6 chance. Sometimes groups will try to get more time killing more than one phylactery, because if you do that, you get you get better chances.
With another roar,
Alright, I'm out.
Arglorosa calls
And
for
more shadows.
more
Fantastic.
shadows.
Turn around, Severa. There'll be bubbles right here.
Got him.
There's one.
Oh, but I just got knocked over by something.
Probably a Klug jar.
A skeleton. Yep.
Go
We'll
left.
go to left. And we'll send Saphira in this time, because she hasn't gone in yet.
Okay.
So just go in and blow up the phylactery.
Okay.
And then when you can see the dragon, let us know, and we'll send Otzi in.
Okay.
And we send one at a time in, because then you don't have to... It's harder to get across because of the shadows and stuff, so...
Oh.
There's a limited number of shadows. When you damage Arglorosa to a certain point, you get more shadows. If you go too far, then she pulls us all out to the other side and you start over.
Do the frogs mean anything?
He turned the shadows into frogs.
Oh.
I can
That's
see
fine.
the dragon again.
Right, Otzi, your turn.
Why you gotta be hating on my frogs?
I'm used to killing them because in Reaper they can actually
Yeah.
summon Reapers.
Yeah. Or in Too Hot.
Yeah, that too. Also, I'm padding my kill count. Except I don't think that actually works. 'Cause I don't think you actually get a kill.
Oh.
From.
Alright. Back out.
Go ahead, Jax.
Hey.
Bum, bum, bum. Hey, skeleton, go away. So Patrick,
Yes, sir.
what I was going to say was thank you for running D&D night for me on Sunday.
Oh,
Okay, I'm out, Pat.
not a problem.
You did run the last of the original episode, right?
I ran the first one.
Oh, okay, that's fine too. They're all three of those are classics. The third one was the final fight. It was actually I thought it was the best one.
I win.
Nice.
All right,
Okay,
so
now what's next?
we gotta again. You need to go to the other side, and there will be glowing crystals on the ground. You need to grab one. You can't carry more than one, and come back through the portal that we go in. And you see these ward flames around the edges here. You gotta drop them in that. We gotta fill all of those.
Lord.
There's like 8 of them, I think.
Okay, so now we're just waiting for shadows to come out.
Yep.
With another roar,
We got 4 of the cool jars, I think.
more shadows.
That's enough.
How many are there total?
5.
5.
Behind
With
you.
another roar, Ardla Larasa
Oh, there's Shadow.
more shadows.
There we go. Over here.
So go to the other side. There's all these little shiny things on the ground. Pick one up, turn around, and go right back through the portal we popped in front of.
Just one?
You can only carry one.
Got it.
Yep, there's the clue jar you didn't get. Notice how we call them boneheads because it's a lot easier to pronounce than Klugjar.
Whoa.
Right.
Now we just gotta find shadows again?
You got a DPS Argy to get more shadows.
Saphira has a negative level.
Shadows. Oh,
More shadows.
There we go.
oh so slow. Some right behind you, Saphira.
There they are.
Thank you.
Right, there you are.
There's the bubble. Should be coming up. If you get really coordinated about this, you really try to limit how many shadows you kill, and you can kind of kite them around and whatnot. Looks like we should have enough to finish this part.
I got the last one.
Nicely done. Gold star for Scherza.
I'm really out of practice with that.
Yeah, we don't run this raid very much. I was never doing it because I was always doing something else.
I like playing
Alright.
warlocks, so that was always a good thing for me to do.
Yeah,
I think
right.
that's it. I think we got it. I think we got
Right.
them all.
So, there is a lever in the southeast and the northeast. We now have to kill Arglarasa on this mound and then pull both of those levers at the same time while she's down. And that's the win.
Okay.
So Scherza and Saphira, you're both kind of rangy, so why don't you both take a lever?
Yep, got one.
And maybe Otzi and Jax, you guys can double up, so we make sure we got 2 people on each lever.
Okay, so these top ones here, you said
There's 3 at that lever, so now go over where the other one is.
all right, I'll go over by
Saph-
Sphere.
Saphira's over the other one.
I got it.
And she drops before she hits 0 too. So it'll happen fast. Like, get
Behind
ready
you.
now.
What's up?
Are you guys clear on the levers?
Yes.
Stand by.
Yeah, we just had to.
She's gonna drop soon.
You get the lever, Saphira. I'll watch you.
Do it. Levers.
Collapses to the ground. Ardla Larasa braces her shadow.
All right, now we try again.
Oh, sorry, I think that was me because there's too many shadow things around me.
Yeah, that's what I was asking if you're ready. Let me kill this lord here.
We're ready again.
Okay. Get ready. Oh, stay in your circle. Gotta keep her there.
Battered from your
Go.
assault, Ardla Larasa's defenses
Bingo.
Got it that time.
Nice.
perform like dawn through the dark of night.
Incoming.
Ardla
Oh,
Larasa's
they'll all
defenses
just disappear.
Her centuries of
No, that's kind of more of a newer thing that they added into some of the raids. It's
on the summit. This place is
not super common in older raids. Notice that they also don't give you a res shrine either.
Mhm.
You collect our riches. I'll take a moment to calm myself for the next fight.
I think these chests are these and the Fire Peak chests are the only places you can actually get combinations of Valor out of a chest. Might just be these ones even.
I've gotten them in just the Thunderholme random chests even.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dark Diversion. The drop rates for this used to be just stupidly low. They raised them up to their normal.
Thanks for the money again.
Anyone want a Shadow Phlogiston? You need like
What do
30.
you need?
You think you need? Is it 20 of them?
20. I think it might be 30. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say it might be 30.
Mm.
Well, I have one now, so well on my way.
29 to go.
They're at
How
least.
long's this,
They're at
how
least.
long's this raid been out?
A while.
7, 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cap was 28 when it came out.
Does anybody have a roguey assassin type tune who wants a dark diversion?
Found a character.
Yeah, I mean I could pat. Well,
I'm just letting him know that it's bound a character.
I mean,
No, yeah, I just want to make sure that people know it's bound to character so they don't like take it to give to another
right.
character.
Yep.
right.
Food.
Food.
Anybody? Bueller?
It's a pretty bad item.
I mean, it's 20. It's a level 26 item now, so that makes it
Yeah.
slightly better.
It's worth 130 Sentinel XP.
Much.
All
Ouch.
right. All right, I'll take it then if nobody wants it.
Well, thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We hope you enjoyed us kind of tooling around in some older raids. What do you guys think? You like those raids? Those who haven't done them before?
Victory.
That's cool.
Celebrate our triumph.
The double was better than the puzzle dragon.
Yeah, the puzzle dragon is a
Yeah.
little tedious.
It is. And as someone who is usually the one doing the puzzles, I think it's actually slightly less tedious because you're actually doing something and everyone else is kind of waiting. But yeah,
We actually got the good puzzle room, so this was a good run. Be happy.
I'm a little. We should do this again next week and until we get red light, green light. We should take them through red light, green light. Give them the full experience. I always liked
Yeah.
Gravity, but no one ever
It's an
wanted to do it.
You know, I've done this raid many times. I've never done gravity.
I am pretty sure I was the only person on this server that would do Gravity. Like knew how to do Gravity, and it's not really that hard. It just takes a lot of people because you have to send like 5 different people to different spots, and then you need another person running a gravity lever to get them there. So, but I don't know. I always liked it. Well, thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. Check us out on DDOCast.com for our news and discussion podcast. And you can watch that and this live on twitch.tv/DDOCast. And we'll see you again next week.